Do you have time now? I want to talk to you about my girlfriend. Do you have time now? I want to talk to you about my girlfriend. Do you have time now? I want to talk to you about my girlfriend.
Do you mean, Miss Lee? I heard that. You have had a problem with her recently. Do you mean, Miss Lee? I heard that. You have had a problem with her recently.
최근이니까 recently. 자, 발음. recently. 발음할 때 이렇게 발음하는 거야. 걔는 recently. 그쵸. 뜻이 뭐야? 최근에 problem. 문제 있었다. 문제 있었니?
Yes, you are right. I don't want to meet her anymore. So I decided to break up.
break up. 헤어지는 거.
Yes, you are right. I don't want to meet her anymore. So I decided
이유가 안 만난대.
to break up with her.
이유가 뭐지?
Oh really? It is news.
News to me.
Why did
새로운 소식. 금시청.
make up your mind to
Make up your mind. 결심하다.
Oh really? It is new.
Since she eats a lot, every
많이
time
먹었어.
we meet, so our food expenses are too much.
식비가 장난
For
아니야.
me, since
Too much for me.
every time
이거 봐봐. 많이
so our
먹잖아.
food
식이 싸와.
expenses
오케이?
are too much. For me, since she eats a lot, every time we meet, so our food expenses are too much.
For me.
Why don't you tell her to share the bill?
Share the bill. Share.
Why don't you
나누다.
tell her to share the bill? Why don't you tell her?
She won't take my offer.
take 받아들인다.
It doesn't make sense
It doesn't make sense. 말도 안 돼.
to pay for the bill.
여자가 pay for the
I'm
bill.
going to be bankrupt.
bankrupt. 부도난다. 망한다.
She says it doesn't make sense for a woman to pay for the bill. I am afraid I'm going to be bankrupt.
How about me?
나 어때?
I won't eat a lot if you date me. How about me? Instead, I won't eat a lot if you date me. How about me?
So, why do you think this guy want to break up with her? Why? She eats a lot. She eats a lot. She's a pig, you know? Do you want to pay for her when she eats a lot? No, okay? No. She can eat meat 10 plate, 10인분, 10 portion of the meat, okay? One at a time, 한 번에 10인분, 10 portion of the meat. So the food expenses are too much for him, okay? 자, 그러면 자, 시작. 빈칸.
Do you have time now? I want to talk to you about my girlfriend.
Do you mean, Miss Lee?
의미한다. Miss Lee.
I heard
Do you
that.
mean?
You have had a problem with her recently.
Yes, you are right. I don't want to meet her anymore. So I decided to break up.
to break up with her.
Oh really? It is news to me. Why did you make up your
Make up your mind.
to break up?
To
With
break
her.
up with her.
Since she eats a lot,
It's a
every
lot.
time we meet, so our food expenses are
Expenses.
too much.
Too much
For me,
Why don't you tell her to share the bill?
Share
Why
the bill.
don't you
Share.
tell her to share the bill?
she won't take my offer.
Take my
She
offer.
says it doesn't make sense for a woman to pay for the
To pay
bill.
for the bill.
I am afraid I'm going to be bankrupt.
How about me? Instead,
Instead,
I won't eat a lot if you date me.
이제 힌트 가지고 자 시작 go.
Do you have time now? I want to talk
To you
about my
about my
girlfriend.
girlfriend.
Do you have time now?
Do you mean? Miss Lee,
Lee,
I heard that.
I heard that
You have had a problem
with
her
her recently.
Yes, you are right.
Right.
I don't want to meet
I want to meet
her
her
anymore. So I
I
decided
decided
to break
break
up
up
with her.
Oh really? It is news
It's news to me.
to me. Why did you
So why did you
make
make
up
up
your
your
mind
mind
to break up
to break up
with her?
Since she eats a lot,
It's a lot
every time
time.
we meet,
We meet.
so our food expenses
For
are too much
Too much
for me.
for me.
Why don't you tell her
Tell her
to
to
share
share
the
the
bill?
bill.
She won't take my offer. She says
She
it
said
doesn't
it
make
makes
sense
for a woman
to
to
pay
pay
for the bill. I am afraid
I'm
I'm going
to be
to be
bankrupt.
bankrupt.
How about me? Instead, I won't eat a lot if you date me.
So, what she said. Do you think that she is interested in him? interest 관심 있는 것 같아? 그 남자한테? 이 여자가 이 남자한테 관심이 있는 것 같아? 그래도 그러지. 난 어때요? 많이 먹지 않을 거예요. 한 번 더. Why do you think he want to break up with her? Why? 왜? She is a lot. 언제? 매번. Every time. Every time they meet. So, what do you think he will do? What do you think he will do?
He
결심했다. He decided to 헤어지다. Break up with her. 잘못해? He decided to break up with her. So what did she say? 뭐랬어? How about me instead? Okay? Instead. Okay.